Welcome back to the Titanium Hangar. This is Mike, and today I want to make a quick video with an update for the Loyal Subjects Killer Mask that they're making. And it's not a huge update, and really all it is more or less some renders of some stuff that we've seen, and it answers a few questions, brings up about a handful, 2-3 more other questions. And I was going to make this video earlier, but the news dropped way later than anyone expected. I just figured it's not going to happen until later on, and it didn't happen until later on. But anyway, we do have some stuff to talk about, and then I have my own take, my own twist on this mask update, and it's pretty basic. A lot of stuff, a lot of the rumors, and let's just say every rumor so far has been true. We'll talk about this some more coming up. Alright, so for the past few Mondays, we've been getting Monday updates and reveals from Loyal Subject. Loyal Subjects has come out Monday and said, nope, now on Thursday, we're going to do some reveals. Special reveal. And it's really just what we've already heard about. It's a little bit on the lackluster side of things, and I wasn't even going to make a video because it's so late in the day, and I don't know how many people would even want to watch this so late, but it is, in a way, breaking news and answers a few questions, creates a few more questions. I'm going to go through all this, and as you can see, we have got the Rhino, the Sdcc Rhino, and it's going to have either vac metal or electroplated kind of stuff to this, like we wanted. But someone somewhere was saying that it's just going to be shiny paint. I still believe it's going to be vac metal. They did not say this in their notes, and it's just like reiterating stuff they've already said. It's almost like they cut and paste a lot of things they've already said and then added a small little blurb of some new stuff. But as you can see, it's vac metalized, and it's interesting. So we've got some pictures here. I want to go to this next picture. Now this is something that you can see they vac metalized or shiny silver painted the launcher, which is purple on the original one, and I do believe it to be purple. I guess I got to go back and look now. Is it purple on the standard one also, or is it painted silver on the standard one? So that's an interesting touch with that. And also you see the missile, the bomb. Now, if you're curious about that, then I've always kind of been curious about this myself also. But you see these European, German TV-SAT missiles, and they have this coloration to them. And will we only get the one color variant missile in this set? Are we going to get both color missiles in the set? If you get this set, can you forego the standard one? I think they're expecting you to buy both, so you can have the standard missile and the grayish missile. I don't know. There's not a lot of these questions getting answered. Nobody's answering the questions, but a lot of people have the questions. It is just really odd. And why did they wait till 2 o'clock to put this information out? Why wasn't it out at 8 in the morning or 7 in the morning? It's really strange. I'm just confused about this. They're trying to create hype, or they try to keep it a mystery. I don't know. Still, we're looking at renders. I mean, this goes up for pre-order in, a couple of days, 3 days, 4 days, and it's not even the real product. It's just renders. I'm excited for this, but it's a little weird and odd stuff going on. And then we have this picture, so you get to see kind of the chrome vac metal looking stuff up close, and still it's a render, so it looks shiny, but when we get it, it's just paint, it's not vac metal. So I'd like those questions answered, some answers to those questions. Would be nice. But then again, you back it all up, I got 6 Rhinos. I mean, really, I don't want to buy a standard Rhino now. I kind of just want to get the Sdcc one, and mostly because we've got this. But then this kind of sucks too. It's amazing and it's awesome, but at the same time, it does kind of suck. The Sdcc one's going to come with a Scott and a Tbob, which are very classic. Obviously, the Scott has a little more paint apps and more line work, a lot more to him. Still a render, but he does look good. It's a good looking figure, and he's got similar type pose to the vintage one, and he can ride his good buddy Tbob. Tbob transforms the same, and it looks like a very faithful recreation of Tbob. And I think a lot of us were hoping for just a better Tbob. But, it's one of those things. If you're saying you're making classic and it's just inspired by the vintage, then, and you stick to it, we can't get upset about that. I can't get upset about that. And I'll tell you why I'm not really upset about it. I am upset about one thing. You're putting it behind an Sdcc paywall, and if it's 150, okay, that's still a lot. If it's 175, that's ridiculous. And to get the figure sets should, according to all of the costing that we've seen from loyal subjects in the past and what they have set their price points at, that we would expect a figure pack to be about $12 to $15 for this size of figure at the most, and at the most 20. Here's a vintage one, and if you want to get a vintage one, it costs you like $200, and try to put the graphic of Scott and Tbob right next to it, so that we can do a nice little comparison. You can see what they look like side by side, but they didn't show what the packaging is going to look like. And so I guess at this time would be a good idea to read what they wrote. The Scott and Tbob. This adventurous pair is ready to roll. Scott Tracker features posable articulation and sculpted detailing, while Tbob adds charm and motion with his compact wheeled design. Classic inspired packaging featuring retro style mask artwork and colors designed to appeal to longtime fans and modern collectors alike. Throwback functionality loaded with the flip-down panels, hidden compartments, and other surprise features that honor the transforming playability of the original mask line. So some of these statements are specific to Scott and Tbob, and some statements are just generalizations for the whole line. Will these figures be in this type of packaging in the Sdcc set? Will the other figures that are in the set, will the Bruce Sato and the Matt Tracker, will those be in on a card back? Will these be on a card back? Or will these all just be in baggies and you got to get a card back set later? And maybe later they make a card back set with less paint apps to match the vintage one. Still very few answers out there. I would like to get more answers. It would be awesome. These things are supposed to deliver, I believe, sometime later this year. But pre-orders are on the 1st of July, which is only 4 days away. The other thing is we didn't really see how will the packaging differ from the standard $100 release to the 150 or 175 Sdcc release. Will there be a differentiation in the packaging? Is it just going to show like a little bubble with Scott and Tbob? Is it going to say Sdcc exclusive? I'm curious about all this. I mean, these are a lot of the details, and we got very, very little bit. Now, I will say this, Loyal Subjects has been teasing us, so they can just say, well, our lack of information is that we're continually teasing you guys. So it's a possibility of something they can say, they can do. It's what they've done in the past. All right, so when I have a question that I can answer myself by just going and looking it up, I was always told that when I was a kid and I had a question, I was told, go look it up. So I looked it up, and yes, it is purple for the launcher with the standard release, and I do believe they are going to make you buy both if you want to get the standard bomb. I would much rather just get the Sdcc and pass on the original standard one, and I think they want to avoid that. I think they want you to get them all. Get them both. Get it all. And with that, so the question still lies, how will the figures be put in there? Will be put in baggies or something? And how will the Scott and Tbob be put in there? Will they be in baggies, or will they be on a card back? And I gotta say, they are definitely missing out on a huge opportunity if they're not putting these figures out for like $12.99 per 2-pack and put them out at retail in full drove and just everywhere. Walmart's, Targets, all over the place. Just like they do with their Ninja Turtles, like they do with all the other lines that they have. I mean, they will make some serious money. The price point, priced right. Just look at the Simpsons stuff. The Simpsons stuff is selling really well. If we could get all this stuff put in the 2-packs, put out at retail for a reasonable, decent price, I mean, it's going to be really good. This line's going to have legs. And other people are bringing up some other issues and concerns. The most overwhelming issue and concern that has been brought up today by all these other people, the fact that they're concerned that there will not be enough quantity offered and BBTS is going to sell out. Like, it's going to go up for order and it's going to sell out right away. Now, it's going to be offered at other places other than BBTS in the future. And with that, I don't think it's a huge concern. But people are concerned. And when they see BBTS sell out, it's going to sour them, I guess, about the line. but we don't even have the actual product ready to go. We're just still looking at renders. Packaging still renders. We're nowhere near these things getting fully produced yet. So, or they're further along and they're just showing us renders because the product's going to come sooner than later. But a lot of this stuff is a little bit concerning. Will they produce enough? And I do believe that either there's more mask collectors out there than there are even He-Man collectors, or it's just the appetite for mask collectors is so huge because they've got nothing. We've got nothing mask except for 1 or 2 Sdcc drops here with a Matt Tracker and a G.I. Joe 25th anniversary Matt Tracker since 1988. Was that the last year they made them? So this is something that's really exciting. I'm curious what you guys think, though. What do you think about this Sdcc set? And I mean, I don't have all the answers, and I think it's funny that all of the rumors were 100% true. How do we have so many rumors that come true? Very interesting. Who's the leak on this? Where are we getting all these leaks from? But let me know in the comments below what you think about this set. Are you getting this? Are you like me and would rather just get the Sdcc and skip the standard one? And since I already have a standard one, it makes more sense for me to just get the Sdcc one to get the extras, the different stuff in there. And one thing I didn't mention, though, the missile for the vintage European German missile usually sells between $30 and $60. So that's a nice little addition if you're a hardcore collector and you've been looking for that for a long time. And I don't know if it's going to have compatibility with your vintage one. But anyway, like, subscribe. Hope this update was helpful and fun, even though it was small. Tbob Hanger out.